You hear that? That's nature literally telling you that it's time for you to speak up. That it's time for you to lift up. That it's time for you to rise up more and more into who you really are. Your highest self. Not the version that you've allowed yourself to be because you feel like that's who you need to be in order to keep living the life that you feel you need to keep living because it's safe or comfortable. And I'm speaking from experience. We end up living lives after a certain point of survival instead of living the life we truly deserve, which is a life where we thrive and we become our most highest self. We allow ourselves to get watered down. Oh my God, it's so loud. We allow ourselves to get watered down. You hear them. I don't know, like I said yesterday, I don't know what they're called. Cicadas, cicadas, I don't know. But they get loud every time. Like, we allow this watered down version of ourselves to exist because we fear not being in a state where we feel that it's safe. So the moment that stuff starts crumbling, the moment that things start to look a way that we don't like, we panic, we panic, we panic, we panic, we panic, and we start to lose ourselves because our first mind is to hurry up and try to fix what's falling, but you can't. It's like the tower card. When something is falling, especially if it's a building that's crumbling, you can't put your hands out and try to catch that. You need to let it fall because if you try to step in the middle of it while it's falling, you'll kill yourself. You'll allow all that rubble and all that stone and all that concrete and blocks to fall on you, and you will literally kill yourself trying to keep something up that's already falling. So the very next thing would be to just let it fall. Just let it fall. Just let it crumble. Just let it do what it's doing because it's crumbling for a reason. It's falling for a reason. And that is so that it can make room for something bigger and better to be built. So while it's falling, all you can do is go back to yourself. Go back to yourself. Know why it had to fall. Find out why it had to fall. What was it in this building that did not allow for it to remain erect? Find out why it had to fall, and then put building together that is more solid within you. It's more of who you are, your foundation, your knowledge now, who you are now, what you've learned, what you've experienced, how you want to see this building instead of what it was. Now you can build it how maybe you've always imagined it, how maybe you've always pictured it, but you were too scared to try. Now's the time to try. Now's the time to rebuild something you've never built before. And with these experiences, there will come trial and error. And with these experiences, there will come fear and doubt because you've never done it before, because you've never built something so huge before. And you're not alone, though. God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you call it, always there with you. Each step, guiding you along, protecting you against any rubble that may still be falling around you. Protecting you, guiding you, showing you, because you've taken the time to pray. You've taken the time to meditate so that you can allow God to speak to you, to move you in a direction that's meant for you. And that's why God said this must fall for something new to begin. And that's the new beginning for you. You hold the new beginning. The new beginning is you. Everything starts within. Everything in life starts within you. There is nothing created in your outer world unless you created it within yourself. Allow yourself to trust. Allow yourself to be guided, to be protected. Allow yourself to be spoken to. This is your time. Your time not to try to put back together all the old, but to allow the old to fall so you can build the new. Stop trying to piece together what has already fallen and crumbled, and focus on building something completely new. Completely new. It's time. It's time for us to stop trying to force things that no longer can be forced. It's time for us to stop trying to fight for things that no longer need to be fought for. It's time for us to finally step into ourselves and ask, what do you need? What do you desire? What do you see for yourself? And it's time to build. Everything else has fallen away just so that you can, 11:33 on right now, just so that you can build the new. Start new. Start over with something that's more you. Start over with something that truly belongs to you and not just something that you're settling for. It's time. It's time for you to be who you came here to be. Because you came here to do amazing things. You came here to have an amazing experience. You didn't come here to have someone else's experience. You didn't come here to keep other people's experiences with you. You came here to live out your own journey. And it's time. It's time to live out that journey. It's time to leave everything that doesn't belong to you or your journey in that rubble. Bring in the excavators and bring in the diggers and clean that whole area out. Take a look at that brand new area with nothing on it and start planning how you're going to build, what you're going to build, who you're going to build. And as you're building, you will become more of who you're meant to be, of who you truly, truly are. In each moment that you lay brick by brick, it's you that you're building. It's your life. It's your journey. Let's get to building, people. Let's get to building. I love y'all.